Health is good. Bronchus alert. None. Health is good. Bronchus alert. Health is good. Is anybody there? I knew you'd be here, Slim. Is anybody there? Hello, Travis. Hello, Garrett. Steve, Cress. Woo! I thought I would put a clown nose on.
So nobody would take you seriously.
So nobody will take me seriously. And it's time to make some phone calls on what happened when. How's everybody doing tonight? Let's see. We got Mark Odoricio. Hey, Mark. Red Nose Day. Well, now this has been with me for quite a while, and I just thought I would wear it to try to look a little bit sillier than I already am. So, hey, good talking to everybody. And I thought I'd make some more phone calls and
Bore everybody.
And bore everybody to tears, as Lois would say. You know, I love my wife. I really do, but she's so full of shit. Okay.
Takes one to know one.
All right. I'm going to call a beautiful Bluebell, Pennsylvania. And Slim, you may know where that is. One ringy dingy. I just lost my chat. What the fuck? I can't see you guys. Oh, there it is.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 61039399183 is not available. At the tone, please record.
Hey, is this Kalechi? It's Tony Schiavone calling on this Saturday or Sunday night. How are you, buddy? Thanks for getting a T-shirt from us back in May. Hope you're well, and sorry I missed you. Sorry it's taking so long to call. Thanks, man. Again, Tony Schiavone. Sorry I missed you, man. Take care. Bye. So we're 0 for 1. Oh, Mark says Bluebell isn't that far from me. Hey, to Liverpool, UK here watching the Yankee game. Hey, Neil. How are you, buddy? Yankees and the Red Sox, I guess, on Sunday Night Baseball. I guess it's, what, 5 hours ahead of us. So it's like 1:30 in the morning there in the UK. Yeah. Bluebell ice cream. Steve Kress is with us. Steve, how you doing, man? Josh Hartman's with us. Where's some stuff you okay. So anyway, let me go back and see this again.
Hartman? The Josh Hartman?
Hartman.
I thought you said Hartman.
Okay. Just wear some of the stuff you wore on some of the old WCW stuff. You want to look sillier. You're right about that, motherfucker. Let's see. Favorite MLB pitcher right now? My favorite Major League pitcher right now would be not Julio Teheran. My favorite Major League pitcher right now would be, you know, I see so many minor league games. It's hard for me to pick a Major League pitcher that I like. I guess it would have been Mike Soroka had he not got hurt, since he pitched for us. He's only 20 years old. Oh, it's Mike Foltynewicz. That's who it is. And that is that. So Neil says, the only baseball you get in the UK is ESPN. God bless you. All right, let's make another phone call. This is, we're going to go to Florence, South Carolina. Lois just remind me, we spent part of our honeymoon in Florence, South Carolina. Yeah, we did. Steve Crest's all about Verlander. I don't blame you. Verlander's a heck of a performer. So Lois and I spent part of our honeymoon in Florence, South Carolina. You know what that meant, don't you? I got some that night.
No, you didn't.
Oh, yeah, I did. She remembers. Travis, walk the dog. Come on back.
Call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
Nobody wants to talk to you tonight.
Text is not available. When you finish recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options. To leave a callback number, press 5.
Alan, Tony. Hey, this is for Michael Todd Johnson. It's Tony Schiavone calling, thanking you very much for getting a T-shirt from us back in the month of May. I'm sorry it's taken so long to call. Hope you're well. Thanks for the getting the T-shirt. All my best to you. Keep listening to the podcast, buddy. Thanks again. Bye. Oh, for motherfucking 2. Maybe. Usually Sunday nights are usually a pretty good time to call, don't you think? I mean,
Not unless you're Baptist. Or not if you're Baptist.
Let's see. Oh God. Well, let's see. Who else we got to call here? Listen, we got another episode of Toys with Tony coming up. I think you're going to like it. I'm not going to try to oversell it, but I think you're going to like it. Let's see who's, oh shit. I know this person will be home. I know this person will be home when I call them. So we'll at least get one. And this is a T-shirt that was bought back on the 8th of May. So I know this person will be home.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 5404494.
Oh, shit. I'm such a fuck up at times. Or 9.
Tony Schiavone.
Bad Money Slim.
So what, this is going to turn into a commercial then, right? For everybody watching us and listening on Patreon, right?
No, it's your phone call to thank you for getting a T-shirt from us back in May 8th, which is the 3rd shirt you got from us at that time.
It is. You are correct.
Thank you very much. How are you, man? This is Bad Money Slim, everybody, who is certainly a good friend and a good patron and just all around good guy. And a guy who,
thank you, Tony. I appreciate that.
well, yeah, no problem. And a guy who apparently listens to his wife too, right? Is that right?
Well, I try to a little bit. You know how that goes, though.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah. Oh, she's in a rare mood tonight here, Slim.
Oh, I hear her in the background. She's talking about Baptist and everything.
Yeah. So, Slim, listen, sorry that this phone call is taking so long, but I appreciate you getting a T-shirt from us. Hope you're well. And thanks for listening to the podcast.
Well, I appreciate that, Tony. And
it was.
I don't really have anything to say. I mean, last Sunday I hung out with you for 6 hours. So
it was good seeing you and Eric last Sunday. We had a great time, and I appreciate you coming and hanging out with me. And just to let everybody on Patreon know that if I come to your town at a football game or a baseball game and you're available, then you can come out and hang out with me. And I know, Slim, you drove about what, hour and a half, hour, 20 minutes to come see me. And I appreciate that, but it was worth it. We had a great time, didn't we?
It was absolutely worth it. And let me just say to everybody listening right now and everybody that's going to listen here as soon as they want to, because it's on demand.
Mm-hmm.
No ifs, ands, or buts. The upper tier packages with Tony are 100% worth it. He puts as much in as he can. He felt for me just because I had to travel an hour and a half to come see him, and absolutely couldn't have been any nicer. Coffee with him, driving around with him, baseball with him. I mean, the guy's the bomb.com, if it may age me to my 34 years of age.
Did you hear that, Lois? Did you hear that?
What?
No, she's not
Did
listening.
he like hanging out with you?
No, here, can Lois hear me now?
This paid for endorsement is brought to you by Bad Money Slam.
Lois, Tony's beard looks amazing. Amazing.
Tony's what?
Tony's beard looks amazing.
That's because some of the color's growing out.
Oh my!
Did he pay you to say that?
Shit, I'm trying good, brother.
Okay, Slim, I appreciate all you've done for us, and I appreciate you trying to bump everybody up. But again, for everybody, just being with us, regardless what dollar amount you spend, means a lot, and I'm sincere when I say that. So I appreciate it, buddy.
Absolutely. I'm here for the ride, Tony. I've been since day one. I'm going to be till the ship sinks, brother.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't sink too soon, man. Thanks.
Yeah, me too.
Thanks, Slim.
See you, Tony.
All right,
I'm
buddy.
going back to watching the feed.
You got it, buddy. And
All
that
right.
is the one and only Bad Money Slim, and we appreciate that. Dusty Wilson's a proud hog. Thank you, Dusty. We appreciate it. And Steve and Garrett and Alan Norris was here with us. Alan, thank you very much for being here with us as well. And let me see if I know where I left off here. Dun, dun, dun. Well, of course, first part of May. So we're 1 for 3 so far here tonight. And other than that, how's everybody doing? How's everybody's Sunday? Everybody's Sunday okay? Mine is going okay. We had a day ball game today, and we lost, and that doesn't matter one way or the other to me. But we certainly did have a good time. And now I got an off day tomorrow, and then I'm going to go into Buffalo, and I believe that's where I'm going to see Travis, if I'm right. I don't know if Travis come back from walking the dog yet. Hello, Keith. I appreciate you saying that. It's good to have you with us as well. So let's see. This phone call is going to go out to Midland, Texas. Lois always wanted to move to Texas.
I used to live in Texas.
You used to live everywhere. Ooh. Dusty's supposed to be writing a resource paper, but it's not going well. What's your subject, Dusty? Your subject of people who don't pick up phones?
This is Kevin Scale's cell phone. If you need to leave me a message.
At the tone, please record your message. When you
He's
finish
recording. You can hang up.
more, press 1 for more options. To leave a call message, press 5.
Here's another message. Hello, Kevin. It's Tony Schiavone. And I'm sorry it's taken so long to place this phone call, but thanks, man, for getting the T-shirt from us back in May. And keep listening to the podcast, man. Appreciate you being out there. Again, Kevin, Tony Schiavone. Sorry I missed you. Take care, bud. Okay, this next phone call is going. No, this next phone call. You ready for this, Lois? Is going to go to Gainesville, Florida. Gainesville, Florida.
Gator Bay.
Home of the Florida Gators, which we don't really care about too much here in this house. But we sure do like Andrew.
Hello?
Andrew,
Oh, Schiavone.
what are you doing, buddy? You still there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Give me 1 second.
Sure.
not work very well.
Andrew, did I get you the wrong time?
No.
Hey, man.
Okay.
All right, that's cool. Thanks for getting
Sorry.
no problem.
Sorry, man. My phone's microphone does not work very well, so I have to use the headphones.
Okay, well that's cool. Well, anyway, I know you got 2 shirts from us back in May, Andrew. Thank you very much for doing that, buddy.
Oh yeah, man. Of course, man. I love the podcast.
Well,
You
thanks.
and Conrad are awesome.
Well, I appreciate you saying that. Listen, it says here you're from Gainesville, Florida.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did you go to the University of Florida?
No. College wasn't really my thing. I was originally born in Toledo, Ohio.
Okay, cool.
I'm a big Michigan Wolverines fan. And,
All right.
Detroit Tigers and all that.
Right. So, have you seen All In or All or Nothing on? I think it's on Prime Video about the Michigan Wolverines.
Yeah. I watched the first couple episodes of that.
Yeah. Do you like that?
Yeah, it was awesome, especially seeing them beat the Gators.
Very cool. Well,
I
let's.
bet you like that.
Oh yeah.
Bulldogs, man.
Yeah. You know, we. I don't like the Florida Gators, but I think I like Auburn less. But that's just my feeling. And
Well, I was pulling for the Bulldogs in the national championship. I can't believe they in overtime, man.
yeah,
They get the sack on first down.
I know. And that happens. You know what? It's okay. Life moves on. I get over things quickly. If I'd have been a lot younger, I probably would want to kill myself. But I mean, it didn't bother me.
Has anybody given that quarterback any grief? Because I mean, he made that bad play in overtime, and then he made the bad. He had the pass interference, a holding call on the 1 touchdown.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a lot of grief for that.
Weird.
Well, it's kids playing football. What do you do, right?
Yeah. I'm just definitely pulling for him. Stick of Alabama winning.
Yeah.
I would
Well,
like to hear you give some grief to Conrad.
yeah. Well, you know, the dogs will be back. I don't know. You know, I have a feeling they'll be back in the SEC championship game. We'll see. So,
But yeah, what's your prediction for them this year?
I think they'll win the SEC East. I think, but I'm not so sure how far they'll go past then. He's having great recruiting years, and that matters. You know, that's why Nick Saban has been so good. So, and he's right out of the Nick Saban school. So I think it's going to be a good year. So I don't want to overhype it, you know, Andrew, but I think they're going to have a great year. I really do.
Yeah, I'm pulling for them in the SEC.
Yeah. Well, listen, man, I appreciate you getting 2 shirts. Thanks for listening to the podcast. I'm sorry it's taken so long to make this phone call, but I really, really do appreciate it, Andrew. Thank you.
Hey, man, it's no problem.
No
I
problem.
appreciate it, man.
All right, man. Well, it's great talking to you. Take care of yourself, buddy. Keep listening, all right?
Yes,
All right, man.
I will, man.
Talk to you
will.
soon. Bye.
See you, man. Bye.
All right, that was a nice phone call, wasn't it? Andrew out of Gainesville, Florida. How about that? And
Thank God he's not a gator.
he wasn't a Gator.
That's what I said. Thank God he wasn't a gator.
Yeah. I wonder if there are any of our fans on Patreon who are Gators. Now, I don't mean Gator fans. I mean Florida Gators. I'm going to call back to Florida one more time. But before I do, let's see what's going on in the chat room. Can't freaking wait for Starrcast. I took vacation from work just to watch. Garrett, super, buddy. I hope you enjoy. We're going to have such a good time. I was thinking about, I'm going to be doing Botchamania. I've never seen a Botchamania before. And I'm going to be doing it with Ron Funches and Cassio Kid. So I hope I'm able to be irreverent, to be funny. I don't know if any of you guys have seen Botchamania or not, but kind of uneasy about that. I feel pretty confident about the podcast with me and Conrad and the surprises we have in store, but Botchamania, I'm not so sure. Wow. Alan Norris just said, anything's better than UVA. Alan, you must be a Virginia Tech fan to say that. And I think I've told you this, Alan. I grew up in the Shenandoah Valley, and I was a big University of Virginia basketball fan growing up. So there. Garrett has seen Lois's dad went to UVA. Let's see. Garrett Hernandez has seen the first 100 episodes of Botchamania. Josh Kuhn, Tony, do you ever get to Indiana for baseball or football? I do not. Well, no, what the hell? Of course I do. What the fuck? I get to Indianapolis. I was twice. I was there twice this year when we took on the Indianapolis Indians, but we won't be going back this year. But I've been going to Indianapolis for 10 years. Sorry about that.
Go to Notre Dame.
Yeah. Bad Money Slim is traveling from Pennsylvania to Nashville for Tony in December, and I appreciate that, Bad Money Slim. I have asked you guys on Patreon to let us know if you want to use your 2 tickets, VIP tickets, to come either to Nashville or to Charlotte. I think Conrad wants you to email him too. I'm not so sure how that works. I'm not in charge of tickets, but rest assured you'll be able to come. Keith Robinson, you smartass. Okay, let's go back to the phones and let's see who's on the Wolfman hotline. Okay, we're going to go to Zephyr Hills, Florida. But you just want to say, you just got to say something smart. Everything I say, don't you? Just. Okay, this is going to be Isaac. I hope I got the right number.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 8.
Hello, Isaac. It's Tony Schiavone calling you on a Saturday night, calling to thank you for getting a T-shirt from us back in May. Hope you're well, Isaac. Sorry I missed you. Hope things are okay down in Florida. Thanks for listening to the podcast. Sorry it's taken so long to place this phone call, but it means a lot, man. Take care, Isaac. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. So now, here's tonight's scorecard. We've been able to talk to 2 people, and we've left messages for 4. All right. Phones don't work. Good, Dusty. Look, Lois not drinking anything tonight. Not drinking anything, are you, sweetheart?
Water.
Water. She got some peach vodka the other night, though. Have you drunk any of that?
No.
God bless her. I just really can't do it, man. I don't even think that I could sit down and have a drink at Bad Money Slim's bar. I wouldn't mind to, but I just don't think I can do it because I'm just, as Lois says, what do you say about me as a drinker?
You're a wet blanket?
No, lightweight.
Oh, lightweight. Yeah, you're a lightweight, but I'll go to Bad Money Slim's bar.
She sure will. Slim is on his 2nd old-fashioned.
Whoa, now that's a good drink. That was one of my first hard liquor drinks I ever had.
That was one of her first hard liquor drinks before the gangbang in college.
Excuse me?
Okay.
Shut your mouth. It's on forensics.
I bet you were.
No idea.
David? David?
Mason speaking.
Is this David?
Mason speaking.
Tony Schiavone.
Oh, how's it going, Tony?
How are you, buddy?
Doing all right, sir.
Good. Sorry to bother you on a Sunday night, but I'm calling to thank you for getting a T-shirt. You actually got 3 T-shirts from us back in May.
Yes, sir.
Thanks so much for doing that, David. And I'm sorry.
I appreciate it.
No problem. Thanks. And I'm sorry it's taking so long to call. Everything okay on your end?
Yes, sir. Just, working, listening to your podcast, get through the work day, and enjoying every minute of it.
Well, great. Where do you live in New Jersey, David?
I currently reside in Schiavone, sir.
Shimon.
About half an hour from Philadelphia.
Okay. All right. So you're more of a Philadelphia, New Jersey guy than you are a New York, New Jersey guy, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. I got it. All right, buddy. Well, listen, man, I'm not going to keep you, but thanks for being out there. Thanks for listening to the podcast, and thanks for getting 3 shirts from us. It means a lot, man. It really does.
I appreciate it. Glad talking to you, sir.
Yeah, it was good.
Actually, introducing my fiance to WCW myself, so.
Oh, okay. Well,
She's been watching your commentary, and we actually listen to it, on the road when we get a chance.
well, you're engaged to a good woman then.
Thank you.
Okay, buddy.
All right. You have a good one, Tony.
Thanks, David. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Yep.
All right.
Poor woman.
Yeah, Tony from Bank of America. Yeah, this is Tony Schiavone, IRS agent. Do you owe $60,000? Send it to Conrad Thompson. He's my accountant. Russell, I'm glad you're on here, man. Let's see. August 24th that's a Friday. Okay. So that Friday, Russell, I don't have a baseball game, and I'll be getting there a little bit later that day. We're in Durham, the team is, and then we have an off day, and then we have a doubleheader Saturday. But I will be in Charlotte on the 24th, but it'd probably be later during the day. Okay. We'll exchange emails, and we'll get together, man. Hey, Johnny Be Good, War Damn Eagle Tony. Oh, that's okay. Everybody's got their own favorite team.
Somebody's got to be starting something.
Yeah, I don't know. Johnny Be Good may not really be a War Eagle, but he's just starting some shit.
So Johnny be bad.
Okay. Let's see. Here we go. I'm gonna call it to Goodyear, Arizona. Russell, thanks, man. We'll be getting together. Appreciate it. Thanks. Damn good looking shirt, Slim.
Hi, this is Greg.
At the tone, please record your message. When you finish recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Greg, Tony Schiavone calling. Sorry, it's been taking a long time to place this phone call. I saw where he ordered a shirt on the 5th of May, and I appreciate it, Greg. Hope you're doing well. Keep listening to the podcast. Again, I'm sorry it's taking so long to call, but thanks so much for getting the shirt. Greg, hope you're well. Take care, bud. Again, Tony Schiavone. Bye-bye. Let's see. Pete is on here. When are you in the greater LA area? I live in South OC, but I drive all the way up to LAX, Santa Monica. Pete, I was there for the Rose Bowl. I don't know if we're going to be coming out there to do a show or not. I wouldn't mind. We got a couple of live shows coming up. You've probably heard us announce it on Patreon that we're going to be in Nashville and Charlotte. And those are kind of tests because Charlotte's kind of, Crockett territory, and Nashville's pretty close too. If we do well there, we may go out and do some live shows. What's the origin of low-key big hog? That's a Conrad question. He came up with it, and I wasn't paying any attention when he was talking to me at that time about it. Steven Seagal has been appointed special U.S. envoy to Russia, Matthew says.
Yeah, I heard that.
Lois heard that. The president appointed him. Was that it, Lois?
I think he appointed himself. No, Putin asked for him specifically.
Putin asked for him.
I think. I don't know.
Oh, Lois knows all these politics. Have you had a run-in to him, Cubes? Travis, I have not. We're going to be seeing Scott Steiner soon, I'm sure. But it's all
School
in.
board meeting.
No, that's his brother, school board. Hello. Yeah. James, what the hell you doing, buddy? No problem. Here, let me put you on here. This is James is the one that had the lowest rules sign at WrestleMania, right, James?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Good.
Cool.
Good to talk to you. Lois is blown.
I hear in the background.
Yeah, I know.
Lois rules.
Yeah. Lois is blown away by that, and usually the word "blow" and Lois doesn't really go in a sentence together.
Oh my God.
Oh God, I am so sorry. My husband is so
But I appreciate you doing that. And you know what I'm going to do as soon as we finish talking here, I'm going to text you the address. I know you've been wanting to send us that sign.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. I feel so guilty. It's hanging right here in my room. I'm looking at it right now.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, I need to get that to Tony.
We got a picture.
I appreciate that. No, I'm going to
He's
get
the one with the cute little girl holding it, right?
right. Yeah.
Oh, she saw my little girls.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
What a sweetheart.
Yeah. You got a great family, James. You really
Thank
do,
you
man.
so much.
Yeah.
So do you, man. And I wanted to ask you, do you we have a minor league team up here, the Lake Monsters in Vermont. I didn't know if your team, you probably don't come this far north.
No. No. Let's see. Vermont Lake Monsters. Are they? Do you know who they're affiliated with, or what league they're in?
Oh shoot! They played the New York, the Scranton. Is it Scranton?
No, they. I tell you, I tell you what they are. They are the New York Penn League.
Okay. Yep. That's exactly what we are.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's kind of a rookie league.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense. I mean, it's nice. I mean, it's a nice field.
Sure.
It's nice. I take the kids up there a couple times in the summer, but I just didn't know. I was like, oh shit! If Tony's coming up, that'd be a cool way to see him.
Right. No, we don't play anybody in the New York Penn League, but I know, like, and I'm looking at it now, like you play like Lowell, Massachusetts, Staten Island's got a team.
Yeah.
Williamsport, Pennsylvania, Auburn, New York, they all have a team. So yeah, exactly, and that's what they call a short season league. What happens is after they have the draft in June. Then they put rookies in different rookie leagues, and then they'll put some kids in the short season league. So it's
Just
pretty,
get some experience and whatnot.
Yeah, right. It's pretty, and they're the Oakland A's short season Class A affiliate. So there you go.
No doubt.
Yeah. All right, man.
Getting an education. Well, like I said, you were thanking everybody else. I wanted to thank you for the shirts that you sent us. We appreciate them. I actually wore mine this past Friday. Whitehall, Whitehall, New York. They've got a little wrestling thing here, and I wore my Slap Dick Nation shirt there.
You're a good man. We appreciate you doing that, buddy. Thank you so much.
No problem, man.
I appreciate it. All right, James. Good talking to you. I appreciate you calling me, man. I saw Vermont, and I'm thinking, I think I know one person from Vermont, and it was you. So there you go.
I got Patriot, man. It's like I did WrestleMania. So
okay,
care, man. Love you, dude.
All right, man. Same to you. My best to your family. Take care.
Thank you very much.
All right. Bye-bye. All right. So there's James. Good guy. We appreciate you being there. Let's see what else we got.
Do all your fans know what he did?
Yeah, I just told them, Lois. He made they saw the sign.
They saw the sign?
And Bad Money Slim is coming with a sign to, I understand, SummerSlam. And that's all I'll say about that. Okay. Travis could listen to baseball talk all night, too. Yeah, you know what? Most baseball announcers are like, We're very lucky in Atlanta. We've got Jim Powell, who's like, to me, like the best radio play-by-play guy out there. Is Lois? Garrett wants to know if Lois is watching fake news.
No, I'm watching the Hallmark Channel.
She's watching the Hallmark Channel. She likes the Hallmark Channel on the weekends. That's kind of her deal. Hallmark Channel on the weekends. Let's see. Where was my next phone call? My next phone call was going to go to San Antonio, Texas. Isn't it amazing how we're all just kind of linked together?
I've got friends in San Antonio.
Let's see. And this is our buddy Harrison. Vin Scully's the man, the greatest of all time, but he's retired.
Last night.
Hi, this is Harrison.
Harrison is Tony Schiavone.
You've got to be kidding me.
I'm-
Oh, man, this is awesome.
I'm not kidding you, buddy. And I'm sorry.
Oh,
Listen, thanks for getting a shirt from us back in May, Harrison. Sorry it's taken so long to call. You doing okay?
I'm doing great. I'm just sitting here working on an audit going to Europe in about a month for, so I'm doing great.
Well, super, man. I appreciate it, buddy.
Is he being
Oh.
audited?
I hope you're, that's Lois in the background. Don't pay any attention to
Of
her.
course.
Yeah.
Hey,
So anyway, you've enjoyed the podcast?
Love it, man. I'm not going to lie. When I thought y'all were giving it up, it was killing me.
Well, okay. Well, I'm glad we didn't, man. We, and I think it's gotten better since then. It's, you know, sometimes those watch-alongs or 3-hour pay-per-view are a little bit too long, but we still,
Yeah.
you know, but still, that's why we got, we're going to answer questions this week. And then next week I'm going to do Thunder. And Conrad said, why do you want to do Thunder? I said, because it's a short show and I don't have to talk for 3 hours over shitty matches. So that's the reason I wanted to do Thunder, because it was short. But anyway, how's things down in San Antonio? Good?
They're great.
Okay, man.
You know, just hot as hell, but that's about it.
Yeah. Are you a George Strait fan?
Yeah, I used to have a lake house right near his off McQueenie before he moved out to Lake Travis or Austin. I can't remember which.
Wow. His farewell tour, part 2, came to Atlanta, and I wanted to get tickets for it. And I had tickets, then I lost them to somebody in the office. But
Oh.
I guess he's performing out in Vegas on a regular basis, right?
Yeah, I think my whole family's going out there actually when I'm in Europe, of course.
Wow. Very cool.
Yeah, they're doing something. I'm not sure. But yeah, he's awesome live. I've seen him a couple times.
Are you military?
I am not.
Okay. Lois's dad was military. Well, my dad was military, so Lois is really big into military. So
Yeah.
She
San
al-
Antonio, military town, USA, man.
yeah,
I got
absolutely.
friends that live there.
Yeah, Lois was known
And I
to
used to live there.
hit on a lot of soldiers in her day.
I actually live a couple blocks from Fort Sam.
Okay.
Oh, I lived there.
She lived in Fort Sam. How about that?
Small world.
Yeah, I was back in the 50s, but she lived there.
First guy I ever kissed.
First guy she ever kissed.
I was 4 and he was 5.
She was 4.
Well, I know you got a lot of calls to make, and thanks a lot for calling. I really do appreciate the show and everything. And I mean, man, you were the voice of my childhood, basically.
Well, thanks, Harrison. Thanks for saying that, man. It means a lot. I certainly appreciate that. And again, thanks for getting the shirt. Okay.
Thank you, sir. You have a great one. Okay?
All right, Harrison. Talk to you soon, bud. Bye-bye.
Talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye. That was a nice phone call.
Yeah.
Steve Kress drives, and he says he makes the drive. We make the drive much shorter. Dusty Wilson, I was depressed when I thought WCW was ending. WHW was ending. Nah, he didn't be depressed. There's a lot more things, Dusty, to be depressed about than a bunch of slapdicks doing a podcast.
Yeah, having to live with a slapdick doing a podcast.
Okay. All right, let's see. And we're going to call.
That didn't go over too well.
No, no, it did. They're all laughing. I'm just kind of.
Ignoring me as usual.
Yes. So Lois and I are going to watch a movie tonight. What movie do you think we should watch? I'm going to call here in Marietta.
Hey, this is Will. Can't answer the phone right now. Leave.
Hey, Will Dunn, Tony Schiavone calling. Sorry I missed you, bud. Thanks for getting a T-shirt from us back in the early part of May. Wish you all my best. Keep listening to the podcast. Again, Will, Tony Schiavone. Take care, man. Bye. For Love of the Game, Alan said to watch that. We saw For Love of the Game. Remember that? Lois doesn't remember it, but that's a good one. Blockers with John Cena. Saving Ryan's Privates is Dusty. That's a good one, Dusty. That made Lois put her head in her hand. Okay. Garrett, thanks for stopping by, buddy. Go to a Korean market. Okay, let's see. 931. We appreciate everybody stopping by, and you don't have to hang on the entire time. I know making these phone calls can get boring to you. Hot Redheads 9 is what Travis said to watch. Young Frankenstein, Marx Brothers, Abbott and Costello. Good shit, Russell.
Hi, you've reached Late Gan.
When you finish recording, hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Lee, Tony Schiavone calling. Man, I'm sorry I missed you, man. Thank you so much for getting a T-shirt from us back in the early part of May. Hope things are okay in McMinnville there for you. And keep listening to our podcast, Lee. Take care, buddy. Again, Tony Schiavone, thanks for everything, man. Bye. Thunder in Paradise, the movie. Blazing Saddles, Travis, it's a good idea. Lois doesn't like. Lois is not. City Slicker's another gun. Lois is not into comedies that much. Are you, honey?
If they're good comedies, but teenage boy comedies, no.
Have you guys ever seen the Joel McHale show starring Joel McHale on Netflix? Wow. So how about Grease? You want to watch Grease? Grease is the word that you heard. Okay, 765. Okay, this is going to go out to Thor. Cool name. Steve, you don't like Joel McHale?
Hello?
Thor?
Yes.
Tony Schiavone calling.
Tony.
How are you, buddy?
Hey, man. How's it going?
I'm doing great. I'm calling to thank you for getting a T-shirt from us back in May.
Yeah, man. That's awesome. I kind of figured when I saw the no caller ID, it might be you.
Right. Well, man, I mean a lot, buddy. And I know it's been way overdue making this phone call, but I appreciate you being out there, man.
Well, Tony, I just wanted to say to you, I love the fact that you're back into wrestling. And honestly, I am kind of a lapsed fan as well. And just to get to relive it with you guys is awesome. And I'm still a listener, listen every week. It's awesome, dude. Well, and, for you to call people, that just for buying a T-shirt, that's really awesome.
Well, Thor, thanks for saying that. It's awfully nice of you. I do it because I like talking to people, and I like connecting with people who are, who enjoyed wrestling like I did back then. And I'm enjoying this. So yeah, it means a lot. And thank you very much for saying all that.
Yeah, well, I really appreciate it, Tony, and I'm sure you got more calls to make, but I just wanted to say this to you. Tony Schiavone, easy way or hard way.
Thanks, buddy.
I love you.
I love you too. You got Lois laughing. Good job there, buddy.
Yes.
Okay. All right, Thor. Take care, buddy. All right, man.
See ya.
Talk to you soon. You did say Lois rules right as we were hanging up.
Wow.
Okay.
What a great guy.
Okay.
Everybody knows it but you. I don't get it.
Ken Thurst thinks Joel McHale is terrible. Okay. Well, to each their own. He makes me laugh. The whole show makes me laugh. West Side Story, October Sky, The Day After Tomorrow, National Treasure. Russell just throwing out these movies.
Seen them. What about the new stuff? Ask anybody if they've seen anything new good lately. Last thing we saw was what? The Avengers? One of the Avengers movies?
Yeah, we saw the Avengers Infinity War.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, we liked that. You know, Conrad does not watch superhero movies. Conrad, he does not watch Star Wars, any of that shit. Oh, what a sheltered fucking life.
No, he's a redneck. Roll Tide.
Well,
That explains everything.
Look, I'm a redneck and I like that shit.
Yeah, it's a different kind. Alabama's a different kind of redneck.
Alabama's a different kind of redneck. Did you hear that, guys? Well,
Yeah.
yes, sir. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I know rednecks.
This is Andrew. Okay.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good idea, Neil. Andrew, Tony Schiavone, how are you, buddy? Sorry I missed you, man. And thanks for getting a t-shirt from us back in May. And I'm sorry, Andrew, it's taking so long to make this phone call. Keep listening to the podcast. Hope you're doing well. Again, Andrew, Tony Schiavone. Sorry I missed you. Take care, bud. Okay. You know what? Second person that says, and Matt told me the same thing, Lois.
What?
Neil Garner just says the new Mission Impossible movie was great.
Really?
Yeah. Steve.
Isn't Tom Cruise getting kind of old for that shit?
No, I don't think so. Look how old Sean Connery was when he did his last James Bond, or Roger Moore was.
I didn't pay attention. See, I remember Sean Connery as King Richard from Robin Hood.
Yeah. Yeah, he just had a cameo in that.
Yeah, right there at the end.
Yeah.
He doesn't do too many good things anymore, does he?
Well, he's kind of an old fuck here, you know. I'll bet he's almost 90.
Now that's somebody with a gray beard that looks distinguished.
Yeah, someone who's 90.
See, you quit dyeing your beard and I'll call you Sean Connery and pretend to be a Bond girl. Woohoo! Wouldn't that just trip your trigger?
Oh, Shivani's so full of shit.
What?
Ready Player One. I saw part of Ready Player One, and it's not bad. All right, I'm making a phone call here.
I can't get to the phone right now.
Please record your voice message. When you're finished recording, you may hang up or press pound for more options.
Hey, Luke, it's Tony Schiavone on this end. How you doing, man? I'm sorry I missed you. Thanks for getting a t-shirt back in the first part of May. Hope things are okay in Kansas for you. Thanks for listening to the podcast. Luke, I'm sorry it's taking so long to place this phone call, but it does mean a lot that you'd get that shirt, and I do want you to know that. Take care, Luke. Bye-bye. Okay, make sure you have the hole in your popcorn container ready. Thanks, Mark. Thank you for that.
What? Make sure you have a what?
Put a hole in the bottom of the popcorn container. Put it in my lap so you reach down in there.
We eat two different kinds of popcorn.
We do eat two different types of popcorn. We do eat two different types of popcorn. You're right. You're exactly right, Lois.
Besides, I don't share. That's a sick idea.
That's a Conrad Thompson idea, not a Tony Schiavone idea. This is Kyle in Delaware.
Is Conrad on there with you?
That's not a gumdrop. That's a milk dud, Slim. Or a gumdrop, whatever you want to call it. We're getting near the end of our phone calls tonight, but I want to thank everybody for staying with us. Hope you're well. I'm going to, next time I get on this thing, right here. I'm going to have Lois sit right there and you can ask her questions. How does that sound?
You're going to do what?
Your call has been forwarded
Ken,
to an automated
you're
voice
exactly
messaging
right.
system.
Kyle, Tony Schiavone. Sorry I missed you, man. How you doing? Thanks for getting a T-shirt from us back in May. Kyle, I'm sorry it's taken so long to make this phone call, but I appreciate you, man. Keep listening to the podcast. Again, Kyle, Tony Schiavone. Take care, bud. Thanks. Well, let's see. Yeah. Let's see. What do we got here? Dun, 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 dun. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 phone calls to make, I believe. Yes, 5 more phone calls to make, and that is that. Oh, we're going to call Jennifer. Wonder if she bought this for a husband or a boyfriend or something.
Hello.
Jennifer?
Yes.
It's Tony Schiavone calling.
Serious? Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm amazing.
Well, great. I never know when it's a lady buying a shirt if they bought it for herself or a boyfriend or a husband or
For myself.
you did.
I wore it last night
Oh God.
to a WWE event.
Well,
And
super.
it was awesome.
Well, great, Jennifer. Thank you very much for buying the shirt. I'm sorry it's taking so long to make this phone call, but I appreciate it, sweetie. I appreciate it a lot.
Thank you so much for calling me. I'm stoked you made my day.
Well, great. How's things down in Dothan, Alabama? Okay.
Well, actually, I just moved to Florida,
Oh,
Navarre, Florida.
Oh, you did?
Yep. So
Okay.
I'm at the beach, so it's good.
Oh, yeah. Well, life is good then. That's tremendous. Okay. Well, Jennifer, again, thanks again. It was great talking to you, sweetie. And thanks for getting the shirt, okay?
Okay, no problem.
Okay. Good talking to you. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye.
Well, she was awfully nice, wasn't it?
She's just so happy to hear you.
Well, females are like that. They're just so happy to hear me, Lois.
I can't believe that.
Yeah. 502. 403. Where's my dog? Bug.
Right there beside
Bug,
you.
are you going to eat something tonight? 6285. Hey, Chew. Chewy's over here. Now we're going to call Louisville, Kentucky.
Louisville.
Florida.
Exit 63B.
Adam, is that what they call it? Floribama? That's some real redneck shit right there.
Your call has been forwarded to an auto.
Hey, Calvin, Tony Schiavone. How are you, buddy? How's things in Louisville, Kentucky? I'm sorry I missed you, and thanks for getting a T-shirt from us about the middle of May. Hope you're well, Calvin. Sorry it's taken so long to make this phone call. Keep listening to the podcast. Talk to you soon, bud. Thanks. There was Calvin in Louisville, or as we like to say, Louisville. This phone call is going to go to Alberta, Canada.
Oh.
And this is going to be our buddy Steven, who bought 3 shirts from us. Mark Lois did make me dinner. Salad and shrimp. Hey, Steven.
Hello?
Steven?
Hello?
Steven, it's Tony Schiavone.
How are you?
How are you doing?
I'm good. And yourself?
I'm fine. Thanks for getting 3 T-shirts from us back in May, man.
Oh, my pleasure.
Yeah.
My pleasure. I've really enjoyed the podcast. I got onto it a little late, but really enjoyed what you guys have been doing.
Well, thank you very much. I know you got the shirt back early middle of May, and or the 3 shirts back at that time, and I'm sorry it's taken so long to call, but thank you so much for doing that, Stephen.
Oh, my pleasure. My pleasure. I find them funny, and I've been having good feedback everywhere I go. We have a big. I'm up here in Canada, and
Right.
we have a big rodeo every summer, and I wore a couple of them around. We have millions of people up here at the Stampede, and
Right.
wore a couple of them around, and had a bunch of people comment, and hey, cool, I listened to Tony as well, and so you got lots of support. It's good to see.
Well, I'm glad you said that. I appreciate you telling me that. That's good to know, and I appreciate you wearing those shirts and wearing them proud, and hopefully you'll keep listening to our podcast, Stephen, and we'll keep you entertained. Okay.
Absolutely, appreciate it.
All right, man.
So tell me one thing. Is Conrad as much of a pain in the ass as he seems
Yes.
to deal with
Yeah.
sometimes?
He's a bigger pain in the ass. Yeah.
A bigger.
Yes. He should have married Lois Schiavone, and those pain in the asses would have been together.
No.
Just a question. Okay. No, he's okay, but he gives me a hard time. But I appreciate him. I mean, this was all his idea, right? So I owe him a lot. So I appreciate all he's done for us. And he's kind of like promoter of the year now too. He's having that big event in Chicago, and coming up at Starrcast, and so. But yeah, he's a pain in the ass, and he's from Alabama too. So he is a pain in the ass. He's a redneck from Alabama, and that's a pretty bad combination.
I'll say.
Okay.
I'll say. Well, I appreciate your call. I know you're a busy man. I won't keep you too long, but let me put a request that you guys bring one of your live shows up to Canada here sometime.
Well,
I wouldn't be so greedy as to say come to Calgary, but Western Canada. If you came to Calgary, Edmonton, Vancouver, anywhere in there, I would come and see you guys for sure.
well, that's great. I spent a lot of time in Vancouver when I did the voiceovers for our video games on EA Sports back in the day, and Vancouver is one of the great cities in the world. People don't realize that down here in the United States, but it really is. So.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm actually on vacation in Vancouver right now.
Oh, okay.
We have a long weekend up in Canada this
Right.
weekend. So
All right.
tomorrow's a holiday, and I'm in Vancouver now. So yeah,
All right.
Let me encourage you to come up to Canada. You got a lot of supporters up here. I guarantee you'd have a great time.
Well, we'd love to do it, and we're just kind of starting now, going live. So hopefully we'll make it up that way.
All right, sounds good.
Thanks,
I
Stephen.
won't keep you. Thanks for your call.
All right, good talking to you again. Thank you. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye.
Boy, wouldn't that just throw you to no end?
What, to go to Vancouver?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Vancouver. Wow. If you like sushi, and I know Tony and Lois Schiavone do, Vancouver is phenomenal. Two more calls. Ta-ta. Adam says the PlayStation games suck because they were made by Acclaim. What was that?
Back in here. Gunshots. Come here. Come on.
Sean, it's Tony Schiavone. I know you got 2 T-shirts from us back in May, and Sean, It means a lot, man. And I'm sorry I missed you. Hope things are okay for you up in Lansing, Michigan. Take care of yourself, buddy. Again, Tony Schiavone, keep listening to the podcast. Sorry it's taking so long to place this call. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Yikes. Did you hear them dogs a barking? Man, that was a pretty loud gunshot. Why don't you call the police, Lois?
Nope. They throw us in jail.
No, they wouldn't. Wow. Mark, you're right. You're exactly right.
What?
I'll tell you what, Mark. Chris, Tony Schiavone. How you doing, man?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. Hey, thanks for getting a shirt from us back in May.
Yeah, no problem. I forgot all about you calling.
I'm sure you did because it's taken so long. I'm sorry about that, man, but I appreciate you doing it. I really do.
Yeah, no problem. I love your guys' show.
Well, thank you, man. We were having a lot of fun putting it together.
Yeah, I always listen to it while I'm mowing the lawn or outside doing stuff. It really keeps me entertained.
Oh, good. Well, thank you for saying that. I appreciate that, and hopefully in the weeks to come, we'll keep you entertained as well, man.
Yeah, because I remember all these pay-per-views and all this stuff happening. I remember watching it. And then,
Right.
You know, and then listening to it back and listening to you guys' perspective. That's really, really fun.
Yeah, we're all kind of watching it from a different angle now, you know?
Yeah, and I saw it different because I was a teenager then, and
Right.
now I'm much older.
Right. Yeah, we all are, man. Absolutely. But I appreciate it, and I hope you'll continue to listen, Chris, and hope things are okay for you up in Des Moines, Iowa.
Yeah, they're going pretty good.
Okay, buddy. All right.
All right. Well, thanks for calling, Tony.
All right, Chris. Good talking to you. All my best, and thanks again for everything, man.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. See you soon. Bye. And that is the phone calls. So let's see. Steve Kress said the dogs were fighting over the 6-man tag team belt. That's funny.
I wish.
Scaffold match in the attic. Okay. Travis and everybody who's with us tonight here, if you'll look on, we got a poll on Patreon right now. Again, the selection I didn't think was too good. He's a good boy. The selection I didn't think was too good for Thunder. It didn't have the first one on there. It didn't have the one where David Arquette became the champion. So we just had to kind of go with what they had. And so there's 4 selections for you to choose on what happens next. Tomorrow's podcast is our mailbag podcast. I want you to make sure you listen to the beginning of it because you're going to hear a surprise from one of our regulars here on the podcast, Carl. He's going to make his debut, and we're also going to have, or he's going to be on our podcast again. We're also going to have a debut from 2 real dumbasses who'll be with us on the podcast at the beginning during the promotional considerations tomorrow morning when it drops at 6 a.m. I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. Again, we got Toys with Tony coming up soon. We're working on a second Slapdick Theater. We're going to do another Living with Lois as soon as I can figure out what we're going to talk about. I'm not so sure what that's going to be yet. I thought about us driving in a car, me driving and her being
He's driving Mr. Daisy to the airport.
Oh, yeah, maybe she can do it when she drives me to the airport on whenever that is, Tuesday morning when I go to Buffalo. But Matthew, Mark, Ken, Old Commentary Ninja, you're right, Dusty, Travis, Alan, Norris, Bad Money Slim, all you guys, man, thank you very much for being a patron. Really means a lot. Not only, look, yeah, it makes me money, but it means a lot that you would remember the past and be so fond of what we were doing. It really, really does. I'm sincere about that.
Family reunion.
Absolutely. And of course, we're all going to get together, Conrad's, within the year, as you know, and we'll all have a great time. Although it's going to be probably in Huntsville, Alabama.
Well, we'll go by the moonshine place.
Yeah. Yeah, there was one guy, I'm going back, whoever it was, I think it was Mark, who said, if Lois comes up to one of these places, everybody will buy her a drink.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Yes, sir. And then if everybody buys their drink,
She'll pass out.
somebody might get lucky that night.
No, I'll pass out.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a great Sunday. Talk to you soon this week. We'll do it live once again, okay? Have a good night, everybody. Thanks again. Now I got to learn to cut this thing off.